Hello friends, I am Suresh Pandey from Artha Classes, CTM. Friends, it is our second part of the chapter number 1, Rise of British Rule in India. Friends, in the first part we had seen that from ancient time, the Indian and European traders were trading. The place of trading was Istanbul in Turkey. And the trade was done through land route and sea route. But in the 1453, the Turkish Muslim won Constantinople, so the trading was stopped. But Europeans couldn't live without Indian commodities, so the new sea route was necessary to find out. Friends, we had also seen that the Bartholomew Dias had discovered Cape of Good Hope, and Columbus had discovered America accidentally. Um, uh, Columbus believed that he had discovered the sea route to India, but a person named Amerigo Vespucci cleared that it was not India, it was a new place. So, on the name of Amerigo Vespucci, the place was given named as America. Friends, we had also seen that the Europe and India were trading at Constantinople. It is symbolized as C in this map, and it was the ancient trade route. After that, new sea route was started to be searched, and we can see here Cape of Good Hope at the tip of Africa. Friends, we also see the we had also seen that the Portuguese we had also seen that the Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama discovered sea route to India in 1498. When reached Calicut in the western coast of India, he was welcomed by the then King Jamorin and allowed to carry out business there. Thus, this is considered as an important event in the world as this opened the doors for other Europeans to come in India. Friends, here the first one, arrival of Europeans to India, arrival of British and establishment of trade centers. The Portuguese were the first to arrive in India for the trade after the discovery of sea route to India. Within a span of 100 years, the Portuguese to control over the several territories like Diu, Daman, Goa, Cochin, Malacca, etc. Inspired by the Portuguese, the success in trade, the Dutch from Holland and Danish from Denmark arrived in India for trade. The English traders established the East India Company to carry out trade with India. In 1600 AD, when Queen Elizabeth of England gave the permission to East India Company to carry out trade with the eastern countries, the first ship under the leadership of Captain William Hawkins arrived in India. But due to the dominance and opposition from Portuguese, they were not allowed to establish their trade there. But finally, East India Company got permission from Mughal Emperor Jahangir. Mughal Emperor Jahangir's permission उनको मिली. Thus, the British East India Company established its first trade center, Kochi, in Surat in 1613 AD. Initially, the company established its trade centers in Surat, Bharuch and Ahmedabad. Friends, we can have seen in the map. हम map में देख सकते हैं the Portuguese colonies, French colonies and British colonies. We can have see here friends. हम यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं दूसरा कि पोर्टुगीज लोगों ने ये जो पिंक सिम्बॉल्स है पिंक स्टार इट इज नेम्ड एज इट इज द पिंक इट इज द पोर्टुगीज कॉलोनीज दीव दमन गोवा Calicut, Kochi, etc. Friends, we can have also see here the French colonies. Friends, here we can have see the French colonies were the French colonies places were which one friends here Mahe, Karaikal, Pondicherry, etc. We can also see that the British colonies here the British colonies were Surat, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. These were the British colonies there. Let us see friends the next paragraph. But due to the strong presence of strong presence of Marathas in this region, the company sensed dangers to its existence and hence moved towards the south and its directions, where they set up their centers in Machilipatnam, Andhra Pradesh, St. George, Chennai, and Fort Williams, Kolkata. Mumbai became their headquarters in 1687 AD. The first East India Company, the French East India Company arrived in India for trade in 1668 AD and eventually set up their trade centers in Mahe, Karikal, Pondicherry, which is known as today, Chandranagar, Machilipatnam, etc. In the 18th century, the English and the French were constantly busy establishing their rule in the entire world and conquering more territories. Between 1746 and 1763, there were three Mysore wars between French and East India Company and the British East India Company in India, which the French East India Company lost, thus making easy expansion of the British East India Company. Thus, at the end of the battle for power, the Portuguese were left with Diu, Daman, Goa, while French had their trade centers at Chandranagar, Mahe, Karikal, Pondicherry. Meanwhile, the Dutch had to live forever. Dutch को हमेशा के लिए जाना पड़ा. Friends, Battle of Buxar. It is very important for the establishment of British rule in India. Siraj-Dowlah was ruling over Bengal. Due to his impulsive nature, he had some opponents in his state. During this period, the British East India Company built a fortress around the trade centers in Kolkata on pretext of security reasons, without taking the permission of Nawab. But the Nawab Siraj-Dowlah destroyed the fortress. When this news reached Madras, Chennai, a small army of company led by Robert Clive reached Bengal in order to help the Kolkata trade center. In spite of this army, the East India Company being strong, they realized that it was not easy to defeat the Nawab's army. So Robert Clive resorted to treachery. A conspiracy was planned in order to defeat the Nawab, in which Nawab's commander-in-chief Mir Jafar and Seth Amechand were coaxed to join, on the pretext that Nawab is unnecessarily harassing the people. A war was declared at a ground near village named Plassey. The Battle of Plassey was fought on 23rd June 1757 AD. The battlefield of Plassey is situated 38 kilometers away from Murshidabad, West Bengal. According to the plan, Mir Jafar lost the battle. Siraj-Dowlah was defeated due to Robert Clive's treachery. The Battle of Plassey ended in just half a day. The company, as a result, got a freedom over 24 Parganas. Mir Jafar was made Nawab of Bengal. Thus, the foundation of the company rule in India was laid with the Battle of Plassey in 1757. Friends, after the Battle of Plassey, we can now see here Battle of Buxar. हम देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे Battle of Buxar. The British made Mir Jafar the Nawab of Bengal and under different pretext tried to extract plenty of wealth from him. Due to their greed to gain more powers, the East India Company managed to dethrone Mir Jafar and made Mir Qasim the Nawab of Bengal. Mir Qasim proved to be more ambitious than Mir Jafar and thus became a threat for the company. Hence, Mir Qasim was removed from and Mir Jafar was again made Nawab of Bengal. Mir Qasim took revenge with the help of Nawab of Awadh. During this time, the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam had come to Awadh, so all three of them decided to join hands and fight the company unitedly and thus declared a war. At Buxar, the East India Company fought against the United Army on 22nd October 1764, in which the United Army lost. Thus, the company got given right to collect revenue from Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. Friends, there in the next video, we will see expansion of the company rule in India. कंपनी रूल का एक्सपेंशन कैसे हुआ वो हम अगले वीडियो में देखने वाले हैं. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स.